everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Chargers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Chiefs going up against the Chargers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are about 11 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene here in Carson a moment ago, both teams making their way out of the tunnel. Phillip Rivers, now the main man here in L.A., as his Chargers will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. First down. Maddox. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And now running right through it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Looking to throw on second down. Maddox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st and 10, Maddox throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Maddox. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
The play clock's running down. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Well, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Gordon on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
To throw on 2nd down. Maddox. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Third down and 4.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Maddox. They're able to locate Wilson. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Maddox. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
On 4th down, Maddox. And Wilson has it. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Rivers trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now here comes Kansas City. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Maddox. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Off the bootleg. Maddox. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
5 plays there on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So a 1st quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Denzel Perryman from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Back to throw. Maddox. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Set. 319.
Looking to throw. Maddox. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here, losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries. You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Rivers now on second down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Play action now. Rivers looking for the end zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But they get to the football. It's blocked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down. Maddox. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Off play action. Maddox. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. First down, Maddox, and it's caught over the middle. Wilson, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On target over the middle to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. They run with Hunt. Oh, look at the juke. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the bootleg. Maddox. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick O'Leary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So out come the Chargers. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Hey, ready. 380.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rivers on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They go play action. Rivers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers, and this is going to be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Off the play fake, Maddox. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 43 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On 1st and 10, Maddox throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hey, watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Off the bootleg, Maddox. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
This is Hunt. Shrugs him off. He's to the 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw is Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Play fake. Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off play action. Maddox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run. This is Hunt. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Detroit. Let's go. Green 39.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This time to the tailback. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Off the bootleg, Maddox. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on second down. Maddox. That's complete. Right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Maddox. This will be caught just inside the 10. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 40, 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for two up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for two late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Second down, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long for Rivers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Off the play fake. Maddox. Able to fight through one tackle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. Maddox. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Caught left side, Williams. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To throw on second down. Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Right. Let's go, B. Let's go. Now let's get there.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Staying on his feet. Escapes the sack. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Now let's go.
Off the bootleg. Quinn. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Looking to throw. Quinn. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shoves him aside. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Quinn. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 4th down. Quinn. And Hill with it over the middle. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 1st down. Quinn. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Some think the team's really He won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Set! Detroit! Detroit! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Set! 3-19!
Back to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Denzel Perryman. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Quinn. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They come out here in the I.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19! That's the way.
Big play here. 3rd down and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonas Gray, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. Quinn. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, "Why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it." Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article was saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And give him a gain of 37. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kerwin Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly
That
clear
is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. You can't, Hank. He's not going to get me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Green 39. Green 39. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Play clock winding down. And to give this time to the tailback. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90. 56. Blue 90. Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They come out here in the eye. Switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So they're going to go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. I got it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 49. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 56. Green, 39. Green, 39. Check 4, check 4. Back 99, here we go. Back 99, here we go. Back 99. Watch him now, Marty. Green, 39. Green, 39. No, check. Patriot, check. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Quinn. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Oh, you got deep?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Quinn. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go. Get 56. Here we go now.
Back to throw. Quinn. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back.
well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And now here comes Kansas City. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Mike, 56. Take pass, take pass.
Going to give this time to the tailback. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Go, go, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Check the out. Check me out. Check me out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw, Rivers. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The first down throw here for Rivers. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. A second down throw for Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He can't get him down. Just bowling over tacklers. And he fends him off. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there, and I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.